let's do the journey. Yo, we're bringing Dange. Yes, man. Endeego. Hey, you know, we're here, you know, my brother.
We're here.
Straight journey, my bro. You know what I mean? Let's get him.
Wow.
Phone line. Early doors on the phone line.
Yo,
Outside phone line. I'll see you there. 559. Okay.
That is Endeego in the making.
Shout out the phone people, you know. Feel free to ask any questions when you're ready as well, peeps. I'm here. In the building.
You know what? When I listened to that track, I said to myself, I'm gonna have a good evening today, because when I hear the lyrics and the content of that track, I said this is the kind of artist that I like talking to, because
Real talk.
I know we're gonna get a good one this evening. You know what I mean? So this question that I want to start off with, bro. As you just heard that track, The Journey, and it was kind of like your experiences growing up and everything that was happening. What was it like growing up in Northwest London and being a young person in that time?
Lovely question.
Aye.
Alright. Is the mic everything alright?
Yeah, good.
Testing 1, 2.
Testing.
Alright. So we say, what is it like growing up in Northwest? You know, see why I like that question as well, is because, alright. You see my mum?
Right.
She was like she's an outside the box type person.
Okay.
Yeah? So I went to school in South Killy, they call it now.
Okay.
South Kilburn. Like my first school was Carton Vale, Kilburn.
Yeah.
So I grew up in Stonebridge, now I'm going to Kilburn as a little youngster.
Yeah.
So now after that we went to Salisbury Road, which is still Kilburn.
Yeah.
Queen's Park. And then from there, my secondary school was like Burlington Danes. So now I've diverted now to kind of White City.
Yeah.
So like you can see the kind of characters what I must have kind of
quite a few.
It's not just about Stone Busy now or North. Let me tell you something. Northwest to me, I think is like I think it's a very lovely cultural community base personally. I think you got a mixture of your African families. You know, you had like your West Indian families.
Yeah.
You know, like I mean, let me tell you something. Like shout out even Boo and everyone. I mean, we had like out and out English. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like it was a concoction of different cultures. So I think for me personally, I reckon growing up in Northwest is one of your best university studies you can possibly do.
University studies. I like that one. University
you learn a lot.
Education.
Yeah, positive and negative. It's not all negative neither, you know.
No, of course
not.
Of course.
Some yam and banana around, you know. So 100.
Okay. So you yourself, you've been rhyming for a long time.
Yeah.
A long time.
Yeah.
Shall I even let the people out know how long it is?
Yeah, go for it. Freedom.
16 years this man has been holding the microphone. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy. What is in terms of hip hop? What has kind of helped you shape your style and the hip hop that you grew up listening to over this period? Have you been rhyming? What would you say?
Alright, what I'd say will shape my style personally is, first of all, I'm a music lover, so I listen to like jazz, classical.
Yeah, because I even heard in that tune mention of Curtis Mayfield. I said,
yeah. So I listen to everything. So just in terms of just being a music lover and how I wanted to sound, it kind of all those kind of experience of liking different music, appreciate different music, helps me kind of build my style. It was actually. Obviously, I mean, we can go back. I mean, Rakim.
Crazy.
In terms of wordplay, Rakim was the kind of guy for me what said, you know what, I think this word thing is quite, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In terms of hip hop, obviously we had some powerful words before from Bob and Peter Tosh, and there's some big word power sounds from But in terms of hip hop, Rakim wordplay, we had Public Enema.
Enema.
Danger.
You get me? So for me personally, it's like a whole mixture of different musics what kind of galvanizes you when I mix you kind of like write in a certain way. Because sometimes I write and I put a little pato in it and all sorts, you know what I'm saying?
Just add a little flavour.
Where did I get that from? That's like upbringing. I mean, upbringing is also important as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
In terms of writing and, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to put the kind of, like the Jamaican twang in it and etc. because, you know what I mean, that's my household. So,
Yeah?
Yeah, man.
Okay. So out of them, some of them hip hop artists that you mentioned, who would you say, if you had to choose one of them, say that's the guy, that's my number one hip hop guy from all time, that's me?
You know, I don't normally like those questions. Alright, you tell something why is because, you know, you pick one, because you see, music is about mood, isn't it?
Of course.
So sometimes I might want a Tupac vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And next minute, when I start getting onto my deep shit, it's like I want to start put like, I'm just all Killer Priest.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And my woos, that shit start coming out, so it's a hard one. But if I had to pick one, I think it's possibly, you know what, it's got to be the legendary Tupac Amaru.
Yeah?
Because
there's always the battle between him and Big.
Okay, so first of all, because for me, I've got to back it up still. The reason why I say Tupac Amaru Shakur is because hip-hop isn't just about writing lyrics, it's about, it's the way of life, it's the poor, it's the ghetto, it's the graffiti, it's the break dance, it's the whole, and
lifestyle and culture.
you know what I'm saying?
Sometimes people forget
Tupac, exactly. So Tupac, I mean, you need to remember he's born out of a Black Panther family. You know what I'm saying? His godfathers, his uncles, they were all revolutionary, and he kind of came up in a kind of very controversial type of way. And I would say, like, that suits me best. I like to ride for the poor man, and you know what I'm saying, the fighters and still. So,
Okay.
That's
So
what
the poor man's not going to be a poor man forever.
Well, you know that already. But you know what poorness is again? What does poorness mean, Car? Some people like rich with money but poor in mentality, you know? So I think the real richness is all about that mentality. So you get me?
It's knowledge,
yeah.
It's knowledge.
One love, man.
Okay. What I want to move on to is you and your performing. Because over the years you performed at quite a few different places. Yeah? What is it about performing? Because every time I interview or see interviews with artists, the buzz of performing seems to be like no other for them. And what is it that captures you about it?
Performing, I think, it's one of those things where you're actually bringing your track out into the physical now, aren't you? Because you're engaging with your fans. And I remember, I can tell you what, like, there's one performance what I think that really stood out for me, and that was Jill Scott.
Okay.
I went to Jill Scott in like Brixton.
Okay.
And in between each of the tracks, like there wasn't even a stopgap of her talking to the crowd. She had poetry to explain the next track.
Oh wow.
So basically, like she'll do a track, and then right after the track, straight poetry, talking, cracking jokes in poetry form, and then straight into the following track. I'd say, personally, for me, I went to like a Rastafari event.
Okay.
And obviously it's natural, you had natural hard food and, you know what I mean, some veg and them things that go around, and and I remember doing a track called UFO, which is going to come up later. And that track for me, because what it was, I didn't remember it by heart, so I started to read from an iPad. In the middle of this Rastafari event, I've got this iPad. So, you know what I'm saying? I start to kind of, like, all I can remember is I'm engaged with the lyrics and the verses, and after I finished the track, when I looked up, I saw all the Rastafari men looking at me like, in shock. Like, wow! I think that to me was probably the most memorable one.
That sounds like it was an experience for sure. What we're gonna do now, we're gonna get into another track, and we're gonna do it a bit back to front. Because what I want to do, I want to let the track play and sing for itself, and then at the end of it, I want you to say what the track is and explain a little bit about the process of the track to us.
Let's go.
So we're gonna do a bit back to front.
Let's go.
All right, Inesee, I'm gonna say a few shout outs before we get into the next track. So big up 559 saying, yo, big up yourself, Danger. Large up family Endeego to the world. Janero, say that I'm locked in. All right, big up.
Big up Janero.
Yeah, big up Janero. That's what he said.
Got a picture with him coming up later.
That's what he said on my stage. That's what he said. All right, we want to big up Miss Amy as well down there in Spain. Say that she's locked in. Yeah, we are traveling far.
Milo, I see you, Milo, I see you.
Yeah, we're locked in. We're locked. We're traveling now, so we're going to give you some details and spread the word on our Twitter. Spread it all over. Endeego's in the studio. This is one away. This is history in the making. This is family. We grow with this, brother. It's 07961 431 431 for your shout outs. If you want to get us on the BB right now on the studio one, it's 21F448FD. If you want to follow us on Twitter, it's at Endeego and at DjDange, at Candy Ents, at Cut DJs. we're gonna move something like this right now.
Remember, you follow me on Twitter. It's at Endeego1.
Oh,
You should put the one behind it, yeah. I remember Endeego is spelled ENDEEGO.
Yeah.
One love.
All right, so we're gonna give you something brand new. These tracks I've never even heard myself, so it's something new for me as well. So listen to this. You ready in the city?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To fight for myself, you know.
Big up all that's locked in worldwide. Big up all my USA followers.
Trying to like find this general.
Endeego's in the building.
Little soldiers on the road, one of myself.
Let's go.
You know what I mean? No leaders round here. So to myself, you know what? We'll round up some of the general man there, man. Yeah.
I'm back on my thing again. Yeah, make it ring, my friend. Come on, a veteran, and ain't nothing better than me and my dogs. We got the minerals of old school generals. Been around them blocks.
Yo, are you listening in the city?
So it's aimed at
07961 431. We're causing chaos right now. Yeah, that's what we like. Big up the phone line, massive. Keep it coming. TOP business. No long thing. Tell you, fire in the booth.
We'll fight for myself, you know.
Yeah, sounds of the Endeego. Brand new, off his brand new album coming.
Big up Lefty and Stand Up on this one.
I am here. Family.
Yes, man. So to myself, you know what? We'll round up some of the general man there, man.
Yeah. Hold tight, family and fair locked in.
yeah.
See you there, trust me, enough respect.
Man, a veteran, and ain't nothing better than me and my dogs. We got the minerals.
Sounds of Dange in the building. With the legendary Endeego.
I spit it real.
Let's go. Yeah. To fight for myself, you know.
So this one is called Endeego. What is this one called?
Definition of a general.
Yeah.
It's general thing, man. There's so much little soldiers on the road, one of them, I'm like, you know what I mean?
07961 431 431. Endeego in the building.
And then, yeah.
Hey, yo, I'm back on my thing again. Yeah, make it ring, my friend. Come on, a veteran, and ain't nothing better than me and my dogs. We got the minerals of old school generals. Been around them blocks, so too. I spit it real, so it's aimed at you. A little use, you ain't got a clue about always me. Fam, I've been putting in work from 9 Street. Man, them on some OGs, man, certain works and free. Fuck sitting in the prison cell, brother, please. To all my dogs in the pen, trapped in the bed. Stay clean.
It's in the trigger. Like Twitter. It's at DjDange.
Hey, speechless. Big up the phone line, massive. Yeah, that's what we like.
One love.
So at the end of it, you have to have certain qualities to be a general. Certain qualities.
Yes, man.
So what qualities you need to be a general, bro?
Alright, it's the same thing like what General Left just said there. First of all, I think one of the main things to be a general is they need to be trusted.
Okay. By your people.
Well, they have to trust you, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, you've got to be there. So, leadership quality is another important thing. You know? Knowledge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because all Che Guevara, you look at all the proper generals, we start even going to Hannibal from the Moors. I mean, we're talking about like strategic strategy, power. I mean, what else? And you need to be empathetic, compassionate. All the words, isn't it? All the important words, I think. Yeah, but
So there's a lot that goes into it.
It's not what goes into
And not
it.
everyone can be a general.
No, but the thing about it is, I mean, come on, man. I mean, it's not even like arrogant. There's enough man out there what have qualities and you know what I'm saying? There's enough generals out there. I'm just trying to round everyone up and thinking on like this general kind of mentality paradigm. Yeah, man.
Yeah, them word, them paradigm.
So in terms of your going back to your music, so you've been described as a very capable storyteller, someone who's with a kind of cultural undertone in your music. Where did all of that come from? How is it? Because we were talking about knowledge. Because in order to spit the way you spit, there's got to be the knowledge behind it. So where is it that kind of drive for the knowledge came from, and how have you developed it?
Nice questions, you see, son. All right. So hold on a minute. So what developed?
Yeah. So where did the inspiration
come
to
from?
be a knowledgeable person come from? First of all.
All right. Well, you know, I think about. I should even say. Well, I'm gonna say it anyway. See, my mum, she's a priest. My mum is a priest for about I don't know, good 13, 14 years.
Okay.
So I kind of grew up under kind of like a spiritual household in Christianity. Yeah, it's like enough of us.
Yeah.
After that, it was something where you kind of feel as though like growing up in like a political environment or a place where it's the have-nots. You start to kind of think out of the box, as I said earlier. Before you know it, you know what I'm saying, I just started to kind of, it's the curiosity for knowledge, isn't it? So, like one person tells you, yeah, that means blue. Now, if you know Endeego, I'm going to say, nah, that's red until I actually do my full research on that. You get me? I want to find out as much as I can on if you tell me something what I think is very interesting, then I'll go and search it out. So that was like what's the word I'm looking for? That was like the inner flame what was in me anyway. Inner city, inner flame. and it's almost like, isn't it? You have a drive for that. See, once you kind of start like researching and searching for more and more knowledge, the more you find out, it's like fascination in that. So I'm just like trying to dig more and more and more for the gold. I'm digging for this gold, digging for the oil, finding more and more. And when I'm kind of digging more, I'm like, right, look at this. I'm finding. And then before you know it, I'm writing my lyrics now, I'm like, oh yeah, that kind of rhymes with that, innit? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, knowledgeable was like one of the things there where it's a quest for knowledge type thing. So that's
how you can draw from all those different aspects.
And the thing about it as well, even after, because I think there's different evolutions about search for knowledge as well. You go through different series, isn't it? First time you might find knowledge, you might think, nah, I don't believe that. Nah. And then you dig a bit deep. You dig a bit deep, you find out, okay, that's true. And you start to find out yourself, and then you like go for a stage where you want to start going around and preach to everyone. You know what I'm saying? Nah, blood, that's what we're doing out, yo. So everything starts kind of coming out. You go through different evolutions, stages during like the quest for knowledge. And I suppose I'm like, I've got different parts of the evolution.
Okay.
So sometimes I might want to preach some of my lyrics. Some might want to chill out. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Yeah, so what stage in the evolution would you say you're at the moment?
At the moment, it's that stage where it's just peace, isn't it? It's the side where I'm not here to try and convince anyone otherwise. It's something where everyone's gonna have their time where they get that spark, where it's time for them to now know. And I'm trying to look out for that rather than I'm trying to knock on doors. Wait for people knocking on my door.
Come to you. And then you say, here's the evidence, and then now you go do your own knowledge and kind of find out.
Real talk,
I'm telling you, don't run up with me, man.
Nah, it's all love, hey, I swear, you know. Hey, shout out to my listeners, you know.
Hey, big up Sober G as well.
Sober G.
Big up Sober G.
Yeah, man. Shout out to my cousin in the car, Biggest support I get from my family. So shout out to the young family as well, you know. Garcia, Silver Star, and all them man, you know what I'm saying, my little cousins, them, you know. Music, all affiliated with all the whole lineage. So
true.
Much love.
Crazy. So all of the knowledge that you've kind of gained, as we said, is coming into your music. So in the new album that's coming out, titled
Book of Endeego. Book of Endeego.
And when are we expecting that one?
Next month.
Okay, and I'm assuming that your learnings and teachings and whatever, we're gonna see a lot of that in your music.
Most definitely. Most definitely. So I wouldn't say teaching. I'll say experience.
Life experience. So that's kind of.
So what you want to learn from it, just something that you can correlate with. Then it can be. You can learn. You can take something from it. Okay. That's what I'm hoping.
All right. So we heard a track that was strongly related to your life experience, your journey earlier on. So on the album now, is there another track that you think, yo, that was like that track kind of conveys my life and everything else?
I think there's quite a few of them, to be fair.
Yeah?
Yeah. Is my mic low? Is it?
Turn up a little bit.
I think there's quite a few of them cuts, if I'm being honest. You get me? I think now I'm like 3-4 years has kind of passed since I've been like developing like another album. So I think there's different tracks which kind of like replicates my kind of stage. So in terms of storytelling, I've kind of gone onto any other issues, other topics. You know what I'm saying? Like the journey was all supposed to be about like my history and came in the game and what I felt was important about the journey is like I think it's important to speak to our elders.
Okay.
Because the elders have they got the manual from before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They can tell us, well, if you do that, you know what I'm saying?
How it's gonna work out.
It's gonna work out. So it's almost like asking your granddad and your grandma questions and your auntie and your grand uncle and questions. Try and engage in what they're saying, take it in, meditate on it, and then try and come back in that kind of way. Because I keep on saying, obviously pray. Because I keep on saying, like, pray is like you're asking for the questions, and meditate is like you're receiving the answers. Yeah. So in terms of like my granddad, my mum, she told me her life story, and I'm trying to put it in a thing like it's again, the journey to me is like another book.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is that why you kind of call it the Book of Endeego, because it's all the different knowledge and stories and experiences rolled into that album?
100%. And what it is about that as well is that it's not an arrogant thing again, because I think like the book of someone's life is the book of someone's life. You know what I'm saying? Cuts, you got the book of Cuts, you got the book of DjDange. And believe me, I know DjDange. Let me tell you something, how long when we start turning on some pages on DjDange. Nah, but
we have to give him an edit on that one.
you know what I mean? So yeah, the book of Endeego is just me saying, this is just what I do in my life and my stage. So yeah, man, everyone's got their book.
Okay. So what other kind of subject matters did you touch on in the album? Don't give them too much. Just a touch.
I touched quite a few. I said I touched the OG thing. That last track, Definition of a General, got a big up Style Dog on that. Got a big up Lefty General. What it is in the hood, there's obviously there's controversial. You know, there's always politics in the hood. There's always like, and what it is, there's gaps and there's spaces. And what I'm trying to say here is you got the OGs them who are frustrated with the youngins, and the youngins what are frustrated with the elders. The youngins, I said, them elders, they don't even understand what we're kind of going through right now. You got the elders saying, well, boy, I don't want to say nothing to them young star car. Boy, if you talk to them, boy, be a war, them on. You know what I'm saying? So that track there was just like me coming as I said, I tried to get one of the most reputable generals in the ends. Become Style Dog, Left General. Came on the track, bang. OG chatting about their thing. We still got it, innit? 100.
100.
Okay, so they're two of the artists that you work with. Is there anybody else that you kind of worked with on the album in terms of collabs and rhyming? And if you could drop a couple producers that were in there, that would be cool.
So for that last track there, we've got Don as the producer.
Okay.
You can follow him at Audio One Dopeness. He's an American producer still. I've worked with another guy called Troy Caranta. Troy Caranta's Canadian. And why I like Troy Caranta as well is obviously you got that different producer, we've got different flavours obviously. Troy Caranta like your old school producer. He uses samples, a lot of kind of cool stuff and So and see this album coming up here, it's like a collector. I'm trying to roll with modern and old stuff. You get me? So I'm trying to put like I've got Hazard and Timmy beats. And they done, let me tell you something, there's some heavyweight producers as well, young and upcoming. So they done a wicked track for me. You know what I'm saying? I've got like a guy called Matt Shimanoto. He's a Chinese dude. He's from the Cali side. You know what I'm saying?
International with
it. Most definitely. And I've also used tracks of Wajid as well. So it's all love. J Dilla. For the J Dilla, we got something coming up for you right now. I would say, it's like a J Dilla type vibe I got here. So we've got time in it.
No, we've got time, bro. Don't worry. Before we do get into that J Dilla track, what I want to know, me personally, is there a track on the album for you that kind of stands out, head and shoulders above the rest of them? Is there one that you feel when you put an album here and you listen? All of them you're bumping to, but is there one that comes on that just ignites the fire in your heart?
Nah, seriously, no. I think all of them do.
Yeah?
I think every single one of them do.
See, that's the right answer.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you something that as I'm doing these tracks, I got these tracks on repeat. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like 15, 20 times over, depending on the mood I got. All the tracks what I got here, so straight repeat. So every single track for whatever mood I got, I would have that shit on repeat.
Nice.
100.
DjDange.
My time.
Oh, I was like, what track's that? Is that one of my tracks?
Now you're with Candy Ents now.
Oh, wonderful Candy Ents.
Now this one's for the ladies.
Let's go.
Now you're trying to develop your repertoire and fan base, and we need to know something about you.
Okay.
So who are you?
Who am I? Endeego! Okay, controversial, humble, empathetic,
You like that word?
Yeah, I definitely do, because what it is, see my problem, sometimes I jump into too much people's shoes sometimes and it gets me in trouble.
Okay.
I've got 3 beautiful daughters.
Amen.
Ah man, 17, 8 and 7 years old. Yes. Look at Candy Ence's face.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ladies, if you could see what I'm looking at.
Oh
Wow.
my goodness.
And this is for the fans. Everyone needs to start following Mr. Endeego 1.
This is love here.
This is a tall, handsome Nubian king who wants to reach out to all the youth in the area. And this is the next question.
So,
Where do you see yourself going? Where do you want to take Endeego?
I want to take Endeego to the path of righteousness, happiness and freedom. And if that involves like me moving out of the country, or if it involves me getting married, or if it involves me being single, the main thing for me is happiness and freedom.
Ladies, you hear that? Boy, you've got a lot to contend with.
You see what I mean? Yeah,
Okay, so
straight.
one word.
Let's go.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Actually, no. Let's change it. One colour to
Yeah.
describe yourself.
Endeego. Indigo!
Indigo.
Indigo.
Why?
Why? Because indigo represents the third eye chakra. The third eye.
Educate me. I'm not
Alright,
ready for that one.
So basically, the chakras now, you've got 7 portals in your body, yeah?
Okay.
Starts off from your root chakra right up to your halo.
Okay.
All representing different colours.
Okay.
And these portals are kind of like stuff for you to kind of elevate yourself with.
Okay.
So for instance, the abdominal chakra will be something where you got to concentrate on your diet. You know what I mean? That kind of gets your kind of heights right. And then you got to concentrate on your heart. It's how you think and whatever. So the indigo is the third eye. That's the one what's that dot right between your eyes? Yeah. Yes. So indigo represents the third eye chakra. So that's the colour that represents me. Straight third eye travelling.
Okay. So we've heard all about your album,
Yeah.
your history,
Yeah.
where you're coming from, where you are, and where you're going to. Okay. So in terms of your music and something for the ladies, do you have something special for them to tune into that they're going to be pressing repeat for?
I love it. All right, see what it is. So me personally, I mean, it's all about my catalogue, innit? And and I think there's some lovely. I mean, I'm not sure if the ladies have listened to Blessings of Love yet. Of my last cut. I mean, Dange. I mean, with that one, I use a singer called Eric Roberson, which I think is one of the most melodic, beautiful voices out there.
Very good.
Yeah, and I've kind of revamped up a track called Find a Way, and I put like my verses on it. That to me is like a. I mean, I'm not even sure if people are even still like clocking that track, if I'm being honest with you. What I mean by that is,
look for that. That's the one we need to look for.
There's deep words in that, especially my last verse. It goes over some, it's some deep stuff.
And that's off the new.
That's off the last one. The new one, I've got a little bit. You know what I mean?
So what have you got in the new album? We're promoting the new album. So what have you got in the new album?
All right, and the new one's like personally one-on-one with the females.
One-on-one.
But yeah, I've got a track called I Can Tell, and I won't say any more on that.
You can tell.
I can tell, not
So
you can tell.
listeners-
I can tell.
So listeners, if you are remembering this, I think you need to write this down. I can tell. Anything else?
And I said I've got like different verses, what spark different emotions. You know what I'm saying? We're about to kind of go into our next track in a minute, what I think is quite very like melodic, nice, like wonderful listen for the ladies, man. Definitely, 100.
Okay, my last question.
Let's go.
So, what kind of woman are you looking for?
What type of woman am I looking for? A woman was free. A woman was understands the plight of a woman. And I'm gonna say and here, and a man. I think this is very important here. Listen, Candy, don't get me started here. We're gonna be here for how long have we got? Alright, we're gonna tell you something. Alright,
It's the
if
Endeego
I'm
show.
being honest, the woman I want is just put it in a simplistic form, straight balanced. Give me a balanced woman out there, because what it is.
But what does balance mean?
Balance means that obviously there's a lot of environmental pressures and distractions going on out there. Yeah. So first of all, I don't do feminist, and I don't do this independent woman thing. And what I mean by that is, of course, I like my women independent, but to be wearing it as a badge, to be like going around thinking that you don't need men or you might have a chip on your. Because me personally, I think there's a lot of like language being mixed up, and I think like understanding yourself as being independent doesn't necessarily mean that you should be misunderstanding men or misunderstanding situations. And this goes for men as well. Yeah, so I don't want to sound like I'm sexist around here, because there's enough men out there what take advantage of women as well. You know what I'm saying? They don't understand, you know what I'm saying, how like a woman's plight was and what she kind of went through the ages. And at the end of the day, we've got to kind of come together as a family, the way I look at it. You know what I mean? And I'm trying my best to be balanced. So that's all I want for my woman. Try your best to be balanced.
So balance
and then I'll get married.
Not independent.
No. Independent. Listeners, I hope you don't mix up my words here. Independent, but
Yes.
don't wear it as a badge. Don't
Okay.
use the independent psychology or understanding to
So what you're saying
take
is
away your
that
love
if
and
you
your
were to go
compassion
out
and
to
your
dinner,
yeah.
you want her to be able to drive to meet you at the restaurant, but sit back quietly and let you pay the bill.
Nah, I'm
Because
picking
that
her up.
means she's an independent woman because she found her way there.
Yeah.
But she's leaving it to the man to take control of the bill.
Well, I don't know about that. This is what kind of thing we're going to. Where's Jeremy Kyle, man?
Okay, but
Yeah, bro.
Dange said so much to me about your passion and your drive, the power in your lyrics. Yeah. And you're educating the youth, the up and coming artists who are coming through the ranks. What advice can you give to them? Because 16 years in the business is a long time. So how do you teach someone? How do you mentor someone who wants to get into the business?
Wonderful. All right. First of all, I think freedom of writing is very important.
Okay.
I don't think like the industry should be trying to put you into a kind of box on what to write about. Obviously, there's a lot of road life out there, like lyrics, which is, you know, which is all good. But the whole purpose of hip hop, and hip hop is just a genre. The whole purpose of reggae. Let's use reggae music. Yeah, the whole purpose of reggae music is to write from your free, from how you actually truly feel. So don't just write. I mean, there's enough men out there was trapping and doing their thing, but they're frightened to write about when their baby mother walked out and left them in. I just try and make you know what I'm saying? So or either which way. So I think it's very important to write exactly what you feel. And you don't have to be all this tough nut half of the time. Relax a bit, because everyone's got their balance. You know what I mean? Some people are strong at moments, some people are weak at moments. It's about embracing both sides. So yeah, that's the first. That's in terms of writing.
Lesson 1.
Yeah.
Write about how you feel.
Yeah.
Lesson 2.
Lesson 2. I honestly think that probably being independent, use that one again,
Yeah.
is possibly the way forward.
Okay.
Because you know you've got
We're
like
talking about the industry, right?
the industry now. Yeah.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, I mean, obviously how it runs is. You be writing your tracks and you be asking for industry help, and they won't help you. They'll start telling you that you need 50, 60,000 views on YouTube, and then when you've got your 150,000 views, now they want to sign you. So I'm like, well, if you've already got your 150,000 views, what you need them for anyway? We have to try and like open up our own, or get into a kind of mindset where we're trying to open up our own businesses. And being independent is actually along them lines. So business-wise, I'd say, me personally, go independent. Stage shows. I think stage shows is also important in terms of accessories. So you're gonna go and try and try and make money otherwise, because the CD download thing is some messed up thing. Like, it's hard to get money out of that anyway. So you want to try and get accessories done, bangles, t-shirts, caps.
Effective marketing.
Yeah, go to your show, start hitting them out.
Merchandising.
Right. Yeah. And in it, sometimes obviously, majority of the time it's not what you know, it's who you know. So getting out, networking.
Yeah, working with the right
Yeah, get your cameraman, and sometimes that we can't find cameramen. You can go into a college and they like buck up on some of the students who are studying like photography and camera work, and they will be bang up for like filming stuff and
Work
getting
experience.
involved. Yeah, and what it is about that as well, they're sponges because they're trying to learn. So you're not trying to deal with some. You know what I'm saying?
I hope my listeners are getting all of this.
Yeah. And what else? I think probably the last point, which I think was very important. You remember, it's word, power, and sound. And what I mean by this is, imagine now, see after you write a track, you need to remember that the track lasts forever. So when you're there talking about when we got gun that man, and you pass away, those words are still carrying on. So when you're writing something, you're leaving a legacy, so to speak. So you have to know that, yeah, is this enough? Is this good enough for my youths to listen to? Because after I die, and other youths them after that, so etc. Yeah, it's my last one.
Okay, thank you very much. Blessings.
Right, my boy, Endeego. Outside of your music, you've also reached out to the young people in London. Tell me a little bit about the work you been doing? Because I know you've been doing a little bit of the football thing.
Yeah. I passed my UEFA B Part 1 in 2000.
Yeah, congrats.
Yeah, so I was with Fulham Football Club for 7 years.
Jeez.
Yeah, I was doing like academy kids and you get me doing a kind of one and thing. And see the deep thing about like my experience with Fulham Football Club, like I hear this now.
Yeah.
Because we've done like community-based work like with the schools and that in and around the Hammersmith Fulham area. And I realised they kept on sending Endeego to some problematic schools, you know. You get me? Because it's almost as though, like, I think, obviously, the communication, the connection with them was kind of working. You get me?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I started to kind of, like, I was doing schools, community-based stuff, as I said.
Yeah.
I was doing some wonderful stuff with John Tigana. He's another kind of like French coach, player. So, learn that. I'll say to myself, well, there must be something why like Fulham sending me to like some of the hard to reach kids.
Yeah.
So I thought, you know what, let me take it back to the hood, man. Let me take it back to Stonebridge, where I come from. So I started to search for work in and around the hood, and I hooked up with beers. Yeah, we got shout out Bex and you know what I'm saying, my father Bailey and them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, real talk.
Yeah, man. So
It's a knowledgeable guy, man. Bailey.
Yeah, Bailey. Yeah. Me and Bailey's like, you know what I'm saying, we have you hear debates. Any cuts, yeah. So started working in the community, trying to get the kids and the young adults into work or education, etc. Trying to get them on projects and trying to do the kind of right thing. Now, up to date now, we've started a new footballing school with the family still called Young's Coaching Football School. Yeah. So we got like it's Arc Academy. Right next to Wembley Park train station, you got a school called Arc Academy. Close school to Wembley Stadium.
Imagine that.
Yeah. I know that. It's like a
yeah.
new kind of
It's like a new
building.
Yeah, they got like a 4G pitch round in the back there still. So
And you're actually coaching.
we've been there for about a good 3-4 months now, and now we're about to kind of expand. We got an enrollment day coming up in the next couple of weeks still. So
Yeah, take heed in the city.
yeah, I'll keep you posted on that still. But yeah, that's just all about using football as a tool to, innit?
Yeah.
Like make some of the youngsters engage, because football's not just about the physical stuff. As a matter of fact, it's 80% more mental than anything else. So yeah, that's the thing what's popping right now.
Alright.
Coaching school.
So there's been a lot of bad press and opinions towards young people of late.
Yeah.
What's your comments on that one, do you think?
That's like MSM. Mainstream media.
Aye.
You know what I'm saying? What do we do about mainstream media, eh? I mean, it's something where there's a lot of psychology happening in media, innit? So yeah, they'll try and gauge it out to be that we're all young hoodlums and, you know what I'm saying, when there's a whole lot of talent in the hood.
Yeah.
But again, as we all know, there's no opportunities. You know what I'm saying? They'll rather get you to, I don't know, study for a particular grade or whatever, and then put you into this 9-to-5 work rather than, which is not bad as well, not looking at, but you know what I'm saying? They're trying to input that the business stead in like the young youths, I think is very important. Because the young youths, they're already bosses on the streets. You know what I mean?
Listen,
obviously in a different, innit?
different,
You know what I'm saying? But these guys, it's hard to kind of get these strong-minded guys who's been making this amount of money, telling all these kind of people how to kind of engage their team to go and now work for a man who's going to start bossing them about to go and do this thing about for less money. Now we start getting into the economics and shit because, I mean, how much are they paying, man? And you know what I'm saying? And then how you going to balance that with your, you know what I'm saying, with your mortgage and your shopping and this petrol price high. You know what I'm saying?
The list just goes on.
Yeah, the list goes on. So in terms of how the bad press with the youth them, nah, man, the youth them are the future. The youth them is they're only going to let off what's been shown to them.
Yeah.
You get me?
Well, hopefully strong legends like us in coming from them ends there, hopefully we're going into mainstream things now, so hopefully we can actually touch 1 and 2, even if it's just 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Even though we're doing music in the city, we're working with the young,
for real.
trying to do whatever we can, because we know how it is growing up in projects, and we're here now, so give thanks to the creator, trust me.
It's all good.
Yo.
You don't know. DjDange.
Yo. So what message do you have for the young people now? And what do you think needs to be done so we can help them in progress? Because I know personally, between family and us, I know all of us can get together once we get qualified. I know that.
Yeah.
It's just how we're going to construct.
But to be fair, we're qualified already. You know what I'm saying? I mean, of course we need the paperwork.
Yeah, like the paperwork, the resources, and but with the knowledge and we can relate with them still to a degree.
Definitely. Yeah, no, because what it is, I mean, even check it back in the day, you know. I mean, now we're trying to like, I don't know, put like our little youngers in nurseries and we're going off to go and work again. When before the little young youth was with our grandmas.
Yeah, for
They're
true.
saying granddad and them thing there. When the thing is that qualifies, that's where
yeah.
you're gonna again learn the cultural aspect about our whole family lives and the people, isn't it?
Yeah, real talk. That's
so
true,
yes,
true.
as I said, like it's all about trying to change. I say it's just change the strategy on what we're doing is what I say, without sounding like I'm preaching or teaching this, but it's obviously not working. What's happening? You get what I'm saying?
But some of it might have gone too far now with some of the discipline and the parent skills and the thing there.
Yeah. Nothing ain't too far, you know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's a light, man. There's a light down there, sir. You know what I'm saying?
That's what people need for do. They need to go in their inner soul and really check themselves, you know.
For real. And again, boy, I'm not even trying to like do a Martin Luther neither, because I'm more of a Malcolm. You know what I'm saying? There's only so much that we can knock on the door. You know what I'm saying? Now we can start kick down the door and say, that's what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel as well.
Something so you can give the people a little taste of your lyrics. Yeah. But before we do that, what I want you to do is just let them know about the album, the details when it's coming out, what they can expect from it, and all the details for them to get in touch with you and everything like that.
This sound better. Yes. Alright, so Book of Endeego is out on the 7th for the 7th, 13. I kind of love them numbers there still. So 7th, 13. It's going to be available on all the outlets like the Amazon, the iTunes, and etc. It's also going to be on Bandcamp.com. So that's Endeego.bandcamp.com. That's spelled ENDEEGO. Bandcamp. I've got one video out already on it called The Lighter. We haven't spoke about The Lighter yet still, but
Don't let us hold you, bro. Tell us a little something about that.
The Lighter. That was like, again, from that storytelling zone, innit? Yeah, and I kind of rated Nas with some like the gun, and he's got like another like deep like 16 bar he done where he was a prison cell.
Okay,
and everyone coming to this prison cell, he's like watching everyone to like. I'm saying I love storytelling. So I went down. No, what it was? Yeah, my friend came and checked me, and decided to cut out with my lighter. You know what I'm saying? I had no lighter in the yard. I'm like, oh man, I go downstairs. I'm like, all right, you know what? Let me go and get the matches box from the kitchen, and you know what I mean?
Okay.
Turn like a negative into a positive.
Yeah.
So I came baake and said, you know what? I'll write a track about the lighter. You know what I'm saying? Different stories.
Yeah.
One story starting off with a cheating girl.
Okay.
Second story is about a loving single father, and the last verse is about a female beggar. Or like. The lighter is telling the story from his perspective, so it's getting stolen, it's getting
crazy.
Yeah, it's getting handed over, and I didn't say something. I got a big up God Skills on that one. King James God Skills, type producer. He actually used the real lighter effect to do the drum pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah, he used it against a microphone.
Wow.
Goes all the way through. And he kind of like put some trumpets on it as well. So and I need to big up Bravo as well. Bravo Vision. For like, obviously, he brought the whole lyrics and everything straight into visuals, and it was perfect. I look at it.
Yeah. Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it yet.
Okay,
honestly, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, Endeego, the
lighter.
lighter.
Just my Dange's face in the race. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
So I know there's something there.
Yeah, the lighter.
Check that one out, definitely.
Yeah, one of my most creative concepts, to be honest. To be fair, you get me. So gotta big up the lighter, Bravo Vision, everyone associated with that track. Yeah, I mean, it's fresh off the press, to be honest, you know.
Yeah.
Big up all my Stone Busy man on this, you know. Shout out to Squingy, shout out to EXO, man like Lefty. You know what I'm saying? We got like Timmy Azar doing the productions on this one. So we said this was the last one.
Man, the creator give us tanks so we can play it. The Gremlins is on, it's working now. We're gonna play this one. Introduce it, D. What's this one?
Alright, so this one's called Stone Busy.
Yeah.
And I've done some T-Pain stuff on this one actually.
What?
I had to kind of muck around with that a little bit because I'm not normally an auto-tuned type of brother still.
Yeah.
But you know, if you give it, sometimes it's modern and old, isn't it? That's how you got to do it still. So this one's featuring EXO, Squingy, and Lefty, produced by Timmy and Azar Beats. up and coming that USG managed by EXO and the man them.
Oh,
So yeah, this one's like a USG project. Shout out to the man them.
Yeah, shout out to the man them.
Yeah?
Done now. Shout out.
Alright, let's go.
So as I said, if you just locked in the city, we got Endeego in the building. His live interview. This is yo. I'm all getting goosebumps already. Look, no lies, no lies. Oh gosh.
Well, live the life and you know it's done.
Yeah.
Straight stone busy rap.
Yo, this is like the anthem to us. Boy.
In the city of mind. Let's talk about a place where it's green.
Yeah, from the T.O. top. 07961 431. You know what? When a tune gets so bad, you can hear my voice get tongue-tied because I'm excited. Alright, shout out all the family. Facebook, Instagram, Keek, Twitter. Where you are? I'm telling you people, when this album hits the road, it's gonna be problems. He's definitely putting some hard work on this one. I can feel it. And if you didn't know, that is Endeego on that hook, you know. Yeah, don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Yo, in the city, it was a pleasure having Endeego in the studio, I'm telling you. We're gonna make him do a few shout outs, and then we're just gonna round up the interview. And then look out for all the pictures. Just hit on Instagram and you'll see everything there, because I for some reason I did cuss out Twitter, and then all of a sudden I love Twitter. So I'm not following this thing. All of a sudden it just flip and just change. It's just a nice platform to work with for some reason. The networking side on it is just tremendous. Yeah, that's the word, tremendous. Tremendous. All right, we're gonna make Deego say all his shout outs, where you can find him. Release date, I don't even know if he should give you a release date still. I think you should just like watch the video and just hear the tune until he's ready to kind of release. Just follow him on at Endeego1. I'm going to make him say it properly anyway.
Yes, let me tell you something. Like first of all, we need to big up like the Most High, angels, ancestors, and guides. Yeah? Who are doing their jobs for us, man, without us even knowing they're doing their jobs. Imagine that. Yeah, obviously we've got to big up like the Inner City FM, Love, Candidates,
management.
DjDange, Cuts. Yeah, man, one love. Hey, I love the questions as well, you know. Lord God. It's a good thing I never trip up you see, sir. Listen to me, you know. Anyway, yeah. So we got to make sure in it that we got the Labyrinth Pupil downloaded. So you're going to get that from Endeego.bandcamp.com. Yeah, the first track we played called The Journey's on that one. There's some bangers on that one. Again, I've got like old and new, got tracks on Ray Groove. I've got a wicked tune on a I-Roy rhythm, old school 60s reggae rhythm called I-Tal Chef. Come on, Dave, you know I-Tal Chef?
Of course.
So we need to kind of download the Labyrinth Pupil from Endeego.bandcamp.com.
Yeah, listen to that one first.
Yeah, that's a big one. That's a big one.
Listen to that one first.
And then we got like the Book of Endeego coming up next month.
Remind the ladies about I Can Tell.
I can tell. I can tell. Yeah. So, innit, we need to kind of big up some of the artists what's involved on Book of Endeego, because boy, I got some support still. Let me tell you something. It's a lot. Anyway, let me go for it. Like supporting artists, innit, on the team. We need to big up Siam Herlock. Yeah, Anna Leia, Dean King Foundation, Janero. This dude, hey Janero, beer loving his brother's heart, you know.
True.
Yeah, man. We shout out Left General, Stan Dog. Big up Corey Kane. Yeah, man. We need to big up man like Rotted, Yohan, because we got some old school spitters as well. What I've gone on this thing as well, you know. So yeah, we think it's gonna be the old school man them. The USG man them, because let me tell you something about USG. Obviously it's a man them. They've lined me up with singers. You know what I'm saying? Video man. Like USG, that's like yeah, man. That's another movement. What I think definitely have to be supported around there, car. As I said, if you're trying to like say the youth them are crazy and now when they're doing something, if you're not going to try and support them, then it's all talk. Yeah. Producers, Troy Caranta from Canada, Wajid, Don is a producer, Dead Man Walking. I got a big tune on the album called Keep Spiritual, Dead Man Walking. Timmy and Hazard USG, Rap, Freddie Jochin, Stephen Gemini, New World Entertainment, Matt Shinamoto, Crazy 8 Productions on that Journey track. Yeah, we need to pick up like Willie Hutch, the Young family, Joanna. She done some wicked promo for me as well. You get me? Team Endeego, Dange. You get me? Yeah.
Big up.
You get me? Maro, innit? The studio man, Rotted, wicked engineer. Even for that love track. That love track, we got like a producer to start plucking this guitar strings. He went all out, all Jimi Hendrix on, man. And what it is, yeah, as I said, that track was started from the beginning. Nothing, it's like drum patterns. You know what I'm saying? We built a whole rhythm, then we got the Spanish guitar and then electric guitar, just to outro it. So yeah, my engineers, you know what it is, yeah. I think it's also good for the engineer can do different stuff. You know what I'm saying? No, yeah. Bravo Vision, big up Sugar Brown, Rishan as well, the little girl in my lighter video. You get me? So yeah, it's all up. Yeah. So yeah, as I said, I end it again now with give praises to the to the guys, the angels and the Most High for making me like chat all this bossy ass thing. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's all love, it's all love, it's all love. One love, peeps. Thank you for listening and shout out to all the listeners, man.
Yeah, all the fans, them.
Yes, man. Yes. One love. You know what I mean?
So there we have it in the city. Endeego live today. I hope you enjoyed the show. As I said, you can find this one on my Twitter at DjDange. I'm going to put up a few keeks. I've recorded 1 and 2 already.
Oh shit, what it is, I'm forgetting, isn't it?
Yeah, you're forgetting your own
that's what it is.
promotion.
What it is now, innit? Like I'm saying, innit? Like I've got the lighter video up on YouTube as well, so you got to check that out. That's a big concept, man.
So the lighter by Endeego.
It needs to push.
The lighter by Endeego. Remember, Endeego is spelled E-N-D-E-E-G-O. As a matter of fact, you can Google, if you Google it, everything comes up. Twitter, everything come up.
Okay.
Yeah? And I say big up like to my family as well, innit? Like Gussie, Father Gussie, Young Gussie, Derek Anthony, you know me, Michigan, you know what I'm saying? Who else? Sober G, Stevie the General. Yeah, big up all my family, car boy. That's our stable still. That's what makes us up there, innit, the way we are. So yeah, that's it, Dange.
Twitter, Facebook, Insta.
Okay, so
none of them.
Yeah, innit? So sorry, blood. I'm not excited. All right, so Twitter. Follow me on Endeego1, so that's spelled E-N-D-E-E-G-O with the number 1. Yeah, follow me on there. As I said, you can get all my stuff from the Bandcamp site, what I told you before. Instagram, just follow me straight on Endeego. So that's E-N-D-E-E-G-O. Straight. No one on that one. Just straight Endeego on that one. Yeah. Facebook, just put in Endeego. All the spellings are right there.
You're the only Endeego.
Spelled like how we spelled there. E-N-D-E-E-G-O. What's all that alphabet stuff again? Echo.
E for Echo.
Echo November.
He's never been arrested.
Delta.
He is a good boy. That's why he does not know.
That's what you think. Alright, so it's Echo November Delta. What is it now? Echo. What's G?
Golf.
Alright, G. Golf.
Golf.
You're the boy.
Oscar. Yes, man. Hey, I just won me lose up on now, so yeah, man. It's all good.
E for endurance.
E for
Take
endurance.
it to another level.
Wonderful.
N for what? Nubian.
Oh gosh. Candy. I love it. Shout out Candy and that. Oh, lovely. Yeah, anyway, as I said, big shout out to all the inner city people, them, family, them, sorted me out. Come promo my thing. Another thing there. Give me a hug now. Wonderful cuts.
I don't think Endeego's on Keek at the moment, but you know what? With that lyrical content, I think you should go on Keek. You give them little 30-second lyrics and just cut them off again.
Alright.
Hey.
Not to cut you off.
Fans, you might see him on Keek. I'll have a little talk with him then. So, you know what? Massive love, inner city followers. All my followers, all Endeego's followers, I want to say a massive shout goes out to Candy Ents. Big up Raw Cuts for actually supporting and coming and helping me out. It is appreciated because when you got a team behind you, you know, it makes you do wonderful things. So, you know what? Shout goes out to all the Inner City FM listeners that locked in tonight. It was a pleasure. Thank you. Same time next week. We've got another big interview coming. So just keep it posted because the whole of June and July, we're going to have loads of upcoming artists. So spread the word. Follow us on Twitter at DjDange.